All right, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the Big Rig. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep your into the lines. Got your load secure. All right, so Alex, the trucking guy, quits trucking for good, as he put it, right? For good. There was a lot of rumors going on with him. Did he quit? Did he get fired? And I think it was a company, yeah, GP Transport, that put it out there that they decided to part ways, which whatever that means, I don't know, but it could be that probably they did fire him, but because he's such a very, very popular YouTuber, they probably didn't want to get that bad publicity and say like, hey, let's just say that we parted ways. I'm not sure. Maybe they did just, maybe he did just quit. Um, Alex is a pretty young dude. I think he started with CFI and then went to JP Transport. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I didn't really follow his channel too much. He's not really my cup of tea. Um, but he is one of the most popular trucking YouTubers out there. Okay, so you can't take that away from him. He's been on television, interviews, and stuff of that nature, man. So, he really blew up. Watching different truckers give the reaction on it, yeah, everybody was a little bit perplexed because he was never really, to the best of my knowledge, okay, I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't really follow his channel like that, but it's not like he dropped videos every single day or anything. He dropped them. There's a good gap of when he'd be dropping videos, but um, I don't remember him here. I don't remember hearing him say anything that he was looking to retire. Maybe he did, and it went over my head. Okay, but I don't remember him talking about retiring or anything of that sort, man. Or talking about, oh man, you know what? I'm starting some sort of different business, and then just one day he just stopped making videos, and like a good month or 5 weeks passed, and then he just comes out and just says that he'd quit trucking for good, and that just kind of came out of left field. I did watch his final video, depending on when you guys are watching this, the video where he's talking about he's out, like, I'm not sure, he's out in a park or something like that, man. I'll be real with you guys, man. He does strike me a little bit of an odd character. All right, he does, just the way he talks and everything. He strikes me as an odd character. I don't know the guy. I've never talked to a guy. So I couldn't tell you what he's really like. Um, but like I said, he was never really my cup of tea, Holmes. Just his get down and trucking and everything is kind of like this. And I don't want to sound like a dinosaur here or anything, but it's just kind of this new culture that has been coming into trucking. He's part of that, but he did, make a big name for himself via YouTube. So you can't deny that, man. And the guy, like I said, he was interviewed by some pretty major platforms. So um, the way he came across, talking about that he quit trucking for good, it's almost like something actually happened, or it could just be his character. But it almost looked like something bad happened to him. He lost his license or something of that sort. I don't want to put that rumor out there. I'm just simply saying he didn't look in good spirits. Yeah, he's talking about revamping his YouTube channel and changing it up, and he's done with trucking for good. Like, he was adamant about that. Like, hey, I'm done with trucking for good. Like, that is it, right? And I'm like, man, what's up with this dude, dog? His demeanor, his body language, everything was just like it was a downer. And I was just like, huh, okay. But then again, like I said, he is a little bit of an oddball guy, man. I think he's a pretty smart individual. I think he's gonna be all right. Whether he chose to get out of trucking, or whether that's being spun around just so it can look like it was his choice. Either way, he strikes me as a pretty bright guy. So he's going to be changing, this is what he said, he's going to be changing up his YouTube channel. he got over 1 million subscribers. I mean, like I said, he's doing it big time on YouTube, and that's probably what he's going to be focusing on now. He's talking about different things he's got going for himself. So, yeah, man, you know what? Big ups to him, man. I look, even though I said he's not really my cup of tea, my cup of trucker. I wish the guy nothing but the best. I wish him absolutely nothing but the best, man. And I think he's gonna be all right. He's a bright enough dude. You know, he's got a. When he talks, Holmes, when he talks, he seems a little bit lost. You know, and if he's gonna be changing up his YouTube channel to be doing interviews or whatever it may be, well, we'll see how that goes. But he's a bright enough guy, man. He strikes me as a smart kid. He's in his 20s, and he can definitely make something happen. So he's still young. I wonder why. I wonder why he is just so dead stamped on he's done for trucking for good. Like he made that clear. Like, I'm done with trucking for good. Like, that's it. Like, I'm never coming back to trucking. Like, damn, like, what happened, Holmes? You know what I mean? Like, wow, all right. It's not even like, well, you know what? I'm leaving trucking because I'm going to go focus on this, you know? Who knows? Maybe one day I find myself back into trucking. It wasn't even like that. It was like, I'm done with it. It's over. Like, it's done. I ain't never coming back to it. I was just like, okay, that's a little bit of a head scratcher. See, that's what kind of gets me to think that maybe something did happen. Right? Like, there was a big gap right there between his videos, about 5 weeks apart. And there was all these rumors that he got fired, that you know, something happened, and then he comes out but you know, JP Transport put it out there as well, because he is a famous trucker. They put it out there as well that they decided to part ways. Again, what does that mean? Don't know. So, but anyway, with all that being said, man, I was having a conversation with another driver, and they're talking to me about Alex, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, man? I rarely check out his channel. I check it out every now and then, you know. But if he's done with trucking, man, all right. You know, he's probably gonna be changing the name, and I think he said like in a few months. So I'm not even really sure when he's gonna be dropping more content on his channel. But he's got a pretty big following. Is the following gonna be following him if he, you know, changes the type of content on his YouTube channel? Well, we'll find out. But as for me, Holmes, I just want to go say, Alex, I wish him nothing but the absolute best. I don't know how long he was trucking. I think he was trucking for like 3 years or something of that sort, 4 years. I'm not really sure. He said he did it all in YouTube and trucking, and some drivers were coming down on him saying like, hey, he did not do it all in trucking. I don't think that's what he meant. I think what he meant was he did everything there is to do with the type of trucking that he's doing through YouTube. I don't think he meant it as I did everything there is to do in the world of trucking. No, because, you know, a lot of drivers are right. You know, he didn't do so many other things out there, tankers and flatbeds and tart lines and doubles and triples and, you know, car hauler and oversized. There was so much more that he could have done. But I think what he meant was the type of trucking that he is doing. There was nothing else. There was no more content for him to put on YouTube with the type of trucking that he was doing. And I can kind of understand that. I could kind of see that. It's like, okay, you know, how many trips can you really record, right? In 3 years, you went through so many freeways. You went through so many states. You went through so many, you know, highways and byways, man. Like, how much can you really record anymore? You know, so, you know, I could kind of see that. Also, the whole thing about him making close to $1 million of like 800 grand or whatever. And people talking about like, nah, man, he didn't do that in trucking. Maybe it wasn't in trucking. Maybe it was through YouTube. He's got a pretty big following. You know, maybe it was all together. So I don't find it too far fetched that he made close to $1 million within those 3 years with YouTube, with trucking, all together. Yeah, I think he could have, made that kind of fatty. Yeah, I do. Whether he did or didn't, that I don't know. But nonetheless, man, I just want to go ahead and give my thoughts. A couple of people were getting at me, asking me what was my thoughts about Alex, the trucking guy. And yeah, like I said, he was never really my cup of tea, man. But I kept up a little bit here and there on what he was doing. But nonetheless, hey, man, wish him the best. And if he's really stepping away from trucking, all right, he's really stepping away from trucking, man. So just gracias for the time that he was in trucking, and let's see what he does from here. So will you guys be following his channel depending on what he does? Because he's changing up his channel according to what he said. So, we'll see what's up with that, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I am curious to see what the format on his channel becomes. Whether I stick with it or not, I don't know. But I am a little curious to see what he does with the new format on his YouTube channel. But I'll just go ahead and leave it right there. Shout outs to him, and I wish him nothing but the best, man. All right. As always, familia, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings and always keep a safe distance. Blood makes you lit. But loyalty makes family. Until next time, this is Ed the Troll Trucker. Over and out.